So welcome to Jim on Cars. Today we're going to change the oil on this, a BMW Mini. It's a 2015 model. I'll show you how we do that. It's very straightforward, something that we can easily do in our home driveways, in our own workshop. We don't have to go to a BMW specialist to get this done, unless we wish to, of course. So let me show you how we simply change the oil. So first of all, we're going to look at the bits. So first of all, I've got what I need. I've got a new oil filter and I've got some new oil. The oil that's recommended at the moment is the 0W30. It's fully synthetic motor oil, so I've got this one from a Napa dealer, and it was almost 50 quid. So I'm recording this in 2025. The cost of oil has gone up remarkably in the last few years, so that was almost 50 quid. And the oil filter is obviously considerably cheaper. So the filter on these is it's in a plastic carrier which screws up onto the engine, and then this is what we put into the new carrier and take out the old one. Of course, we get a new ring to seal the carrier. That will become obvious when I get that. I'll show you what that is. And there's a little drain plug that goes in the carrier, so we'll use that. We'll take the one that's out in the car to drain the oil out of the fuel filter carrier, as well as taking the sump plug off. We can let all the oil drain out then, and then that will give us a start to doing things back up and putting the clean filter in, getting the new oil in. So the service interval on this is, well, it's actually every 24 months or 20,000 miles. We've actually hit the 24 months on this one in particular. So we've not done the mileage, but it comes up on the dashboard, tells you, gives you a countdown, lets you know. So we've been getting the warnings. We now know it's due to be done. So today we're going to do it. So first of all, what I'm going to do is warm. So we're just going to run the engine just on tick over, just to warm it up. That's the point where you can put a flushing solution into the engine. Follow the instructions on the back of the flushing solution if you're going to go down that route. Most of them say not to drive it, don't rev it, or they say to rev it up to 1500 revs, I believe. But we're not going to go down that route today, but it's a good thing to do if you're going to flush the oil. We've got a jack in place, so we're just going to lift the car gently because the oil drip tray will not slide underneath. These new BMWs, or the 2015 BMWs, Mini ones, are remarkably low ground clearance, which is it's a feature of them. No doubt good for aerodynamics and such, but not so good when it comes to draining the oil out. So let's get it warmed up and then we'll start the drain down. Right then, so there's the oil filter carrier off. Just get a big socket to go on the bottom of there to unwind it, finish it off by hand. So that's now dripping underneath the car into the drip tray. The old filter is in the drip tray as well. It fell in there. I'm not going to lift it out and show you. That's what the new one looks like, and basically the new one just clips on there, straightforward enough. That will go back up and screw on. Before we do that, there is a little washer. That's the new one. So we'll just pry that one off, we'll pop the new one on. Even though the old one looks absolutely fine, of course we've got to throw one of these away, so we might as well throw the used one away and put the fresher rubber on there. Hopefully no leaks. So we'll get that done, get that screwed back up, and then we'll drop off the sump plug and start draining the main bulk of the engine oil out into our oil collection tray. So let's do that next. Right then, so we've taken the sump plug out. We'll have a look underneath the car in a bit. There's just two hatches that we need to get access to do all of this. We'll have a quick look at where they are in case you can't find them. They're pretty easy to find. So the washer for the sump plug must have dropped into the pan, but we get a spare washer with the oil filter, so we'll put the new washer on there. Be worth replacing it anyway because it's a copper washer, they do tend to flatten. So we'll jack the car back up in a moment. It's nicely drained, it's been draining for a few minutes. We'll get it filled up with oil. The filter's already back on. So we'll have a look at where those hatches are. We'll have a look at how to reset the service light as well, because the car's going to constantly be asking for a new service until we turn the service light off. So let's fill it back up with oil first, and I'll show you how to do those last bits. Right, so this flap here is the flap where the filter is. So you just rotate this little cover. There should be one that side as well, and then you can pull the flap down. The filter is up in there, which is why you need the socket and a small short extension. And then the oil drain plug, the sump plug, is underneath this flap here. Same idea, should be two clips, we've only got one on each. And then the sump drain plug is right there, very easy to get to. So they're the two hatches. So let's have a quick look back up top, and we'll reset those service lights. Right then, so we fill the oil up here, oil filler cap, picture of an oil can on it. So that's where we've put the fresh engine oil, and then we've got a dipstick at the front here, so we can use this to measure the level of the oil. 4.5 litres roughly is what we put in there, so we just use this to make sure we've got enough in there. We've gone slightly over the max because when we fire the engine up, we haven't got any oil in our oil filter. So is what we'll do in a moment is we'll fire it up, let it just tick over. We're not going to rev it. The oil light may well stay on for a few seconds longer than usual. Once the oil filters fill up, we're going to let it just run for a few more seconds, and then we'll turn it off, come back, check, make sure we're nicely on the max or very close to the max, and that will do that. So let's have a quick look inside the car now on resetting the service light, and then the job's done. Right then, so we're in the car. So what we're going to do is use the panel in the computer in the middle there, and the display in front of the driver here to reset. So first of all, take a look at those. I'm going to turn the ignition on. So first of all, on this one in the middle, I've got our vehicle information, vehicle status, service requirements. So we've got brake fluid and engine oil. So we've done the engine oil today, so I'm just going to hold the button down on that, and the trip counter button over on the right here, holding both of those down at the same time. And if I hold them down for long enough, we'll get our reset. There we go. So there's the resets there. So to scroll through the resets, we've got the button just here. So there's the brake fluid, which we've not done today, so let's go past that one. So this is the one we have done. So to reset the engine oil, you can see there we had to do it in 3,000 miles or last month. So we had a few miles left, but anyway, we've done it now. So we're just going to reset here by holding down the trip counter, perform reset. Just going to hold it down. There you go. So it's resetting in progress. Few seconds, and there we go. So we've successfully reset it. So now we need to do our next oil service in 19,000 miles or in September 27. So that's good, and then we just simply turn the ignition off to go back. So when we do the brake fluid change, we'll obviously reset the other one at that point there. Good, so there we go then. So that's the Mini service, new fresh oil in it. We've reset the trip computer. Now all we've got to do is just fire up the engine, just let it tick over for a few seconds, and then we'll double check the oil, and then we're job done. And then for the next 2 years, just keep the oil level up close to the max, and we'll be good. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.